morning, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, I'm Corinne, this is Mason. What are you doing? You gonna say hi? Hi everybody, hi. I'm 35, single, live alone, and last year I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer. I'm currently 6 weeks and 2 days out from a double mastectomy, and I opted to have an aesthetic flat closure. If you don't know much about mastectomies, when you have one, you have some reconstruction options. So you could get implants, you could use fat from other parts of your body to recreate your breasts, or you could do what I did, which was choose to stay flat. What that now means though, is that I am dealing with a totally different body shape than I had before. So you've seen the title of this video, you know what I'm about to do. It's a full wardrobe clean out. I need to work out what still fits, what works with having a completely flat chest, going from an E cup to absolutely nothing. And so we're going to do like a donate pile. Some of my things will probably just get thrown out. They'll be old or discolored or things like that. I'll just get rid of them, and things to keep. And then I can be really intentional moving forward in working out what clothes I actually want to have in my wardrobe. I want to get some like nice, good quality pieces, build a little bit of a capsule wardrobe. And yeah, that's this morning's plan. So stay with me. We're going to try on all of the things. Also, friends, can we just take a moment for the hair? I haven't worn it out in public yet this short. I got 4 different headbands from just Temu. And so I just kind of like am working out how I can put that on, push it back, and then I got a wax stick and I just put wax on this so that it all kind of sits back and it looks, I don't know, somewhat intentional as I think your hair can look when it's this short and growing back from chemotherapy and losing most of it. I've literally just put on like the first thing and realized how long this might take, because I genuinely want to put on like every single piece in my wardrobe. I really want to know if it currently fits me, if I like the style, how it goes on my chest. So there might be a fair bit of montaging in this video. One thing I think I'm also going to have to think about is the type of material that things are made of. So I have been wearing a compression bra. I'm still wearing that. I'm going to wear that until 8 weeks, but I've just washed it this morning because I knew I was going to be doing this and didn't want it to influence the neckline of my clothes. So I'm going to have to think about the material and the way it kind of like feels on my chest as well, because I don't have any reason to wear a bra, or like I don't have to wear a crop or a singlet or anything underneath. So considering how it fits and if it needs something under it will be something to consider as well. I don't love this, but it's great for throwing on like if I'm going swimming or to the beach or something. So maybe I'm also going to need a maybe pile of things I'm just not sure about. Okay, it looks like we're starting with dresses. So this is the next one, and I've switched to the mic so that I can stand further away and hopefully you can still hear me. That said, I'm going to come a little bit closer and I'm going to show you the neckline on this one. So as you can see, it's like got the real V. It's, I guess, quite a deep V. This is my first time trying on something with a lower V neck since having surgery. So it's really interesting to see kind of where it falls and where something like this sits in relation to my scars. So like the little bit of this scar is just kind of popping out. My scars are like right there. So I think this one would work with a singlet top underneath, and it's quite a flowy dress. It's quite comfortable. Yeah, just a little singlet to like get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of this. I think this is quite a good option for me if I just cover that little bit of chest there. No, just no. Oh, I'm so disappointed. This is like one of my favorite dresses in that I've had it for, oh my gosh, years and years and years and years. And like, I think the pattern is great for flat. Like, I think the pattern really helps to disguise that there's not a lot going on there, but this just doesn't fit right. It's gapey in all the wrong places. And like, it's kind of, I guess, a bit stretched from the fact that I did have boobs in it. No, I've loved this for a long time, but this one is being donated. It's being let go. Okay, I adore this dress, just the colours, the cut, everything. I wore it to a friend's wedding a little while back. there is so much I like about this for a flat body. These little ruffly sleeves. I think having something going on the sleeves or the shoulders kind of takes the attention away from the chest a bit. And then the way this kind of is tighter in here and then goes out, I think that works as well. I actually think the lower neckline is working better in this dress than it was in the other one I had. It just sits a little bit higher. So this time my scar starts here, just over here. So this doesn't feel like it's going to like move. Maybe it's just that it's a bit tighter against my chest. My only downside to this dress, and the reason that I don't think I'm going to keep it, is that, again, it's got all this extra material for where your boobs would normally fit. And so, yeah, so much I love about it, but just the way that kind of gapes or, I don't know, pulls the material there, I think I could find something that fit a lot better, and I just don't want to hold on to things in my wardrobe that don't make me feel great when I put them on. So another donate, I'd say. All right, this one actually feels amazing from the second I've just put it on, because it's a really silky, can you tell I'm not a fashionista? I have no idea what words to use to actually describe these things, but it's a very smooth material. I guess it's probably very plasticky. I know it's a very cheap dress. I think I got it on Temu, but this one feels nice against my skin. This might even be one where the dress fits better post-surgery than it did before, because it was always a little bit tight across my shoulders, and now it's not so tight. I think it does well with the volume on the lower half. I think it's good because it's got, you know, a little bit of thing happening in the sleeves there. I think it's a very busy pattern, so that kind of distracts from the lack of volume in the chest. And then it has buttons. So I think if I do up another button, oh yeah, so I do up that button. Oh my gosh. Guys, before my surgery, whenever I wore a top with like buttons down the front, I had that like pulling where just clothes never fit me around the chest. They were always straining, and it's so weird to do up buttons and just have them sit flat. I think this is a winner. I think I'm going to keep this. It's like I said, it's like must be like some kind of like polyester cheap fabric, because I know when I've worn this in the past, it gets very warm. It's not very breathable fabric, but, and you know, autumn, winter, it's on the way. This will work. This will definitely work for me. Love it. Love it. All right, this is a very good example of a no thank you. However, I never liked the top of this dress anyway. It never fit me properly before. I was always putting a black long sleeve like jumper over the top and wearing this as more of a skirt, but it's still not a great top. My port sits right there, and like I'm not really fussed about my port scar and whether you can see it or not, but I just think with where it sits, it makes it much more obvious. And then, so this top is like ruching, and you can kind of see, it kind of gives me like that real concave look. So this is where my scar goes in, and then that's actually my rib there pushing out. So it's just too tight. It's a funny fabric to sit on there, and it's not doing me any favors. This one is gone. I said I wasn't going to talk to you about every single dress, and then I've talked to you about every single dress. So I'm going to stop talking to you and roll a little montage and just try some things on. Otherwise, we're going to be here forever.
Talk to me, it's what I want the most in my life. They say you're out of my league, but I don't give a damn. No, deep down, I know you want it. You wanna take a leap and jump in. You wanna fall in love. You get me spinning, wouldn't it be awesome if you just kiss me slowly and have me in your arms? If I could make you see it, baby, would be something to make the starlight jealous up above. Oh, you make me up, hey, lights go out when I see you moving up, hey, light me up. I love when you go.
Okay, this is the last dress in my wardrobe. I've never really considered myself much of a dress wearer, but I had more than I expected. A lot of them are work dresses, and I do tend to wear dresses to work more than, I guess, in my like weekend casual wear. This one is not a work one. This is more of a kind of weekend option. It's quite a light material. I think it has a good neckline. I do think the black kind of can help to disguise lumps and bumps and ups and downs of the body. I am going to keep this one, but I think it's the kind of thing that I'll likely wear with like a cardigan or a denim jacket or something over the top that goes even further for kind of disguising the sort of concave kind of little vibe that you get where the scars kind of just dip in a little. But it's very light, it's very comfortable, perfect for layering. So this one is a keep. And yeah, like I said, that's all the dresses. I am donating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will be donating 7 dresses. I threw one away. It was just too discolored. It was so old. We won't be keeping that one. And then I think I'm keeping 7. So I think we're getting rid of 8 and keeping 7. So that's pretty good. It just goes to show that like when you go flat, you don't have to get rid of everything in your wardrobe. But also the one thing and my big tip that I've picked up so far in this process is try everything on. So for example, this dress from Saint Frock and this dress from Little Party Dress are quite similar in that they both have the collared top and then like the buttons on the chest, but they're very, very different materials. So when I actually put them on, they fit completely differently. The blue one, I think because it's a little bit more structured, the material doesn't cling as much to my body. It looked much better than the green. And I don't know if that showed up on camera or not, but I was surprised how something that I would have looked at on a rack and thought they were really, really similar styles. And so if one worked, the other would work. It just wasn't the case. So I think when you're getting to know your flat body like I am, trying absolutely everything on is just going to be key in working out what you like and what you don't. And it's a reminder to me that just because one piece of clothing in a certain style didn't work, it doesn't mean that I shouldn't revisit that and see whether it might work in a different pattern or a different material. So yeah, something to think about. I think I'm going to take a little break now. It's been a lot of pulling dresses up and over my head. And if you've had any kind of chest surgery, then you'll know that 6 weeks is still pretty early in recovering and it can get quite tight. So I do a lot of arm movements to stretch it out and build up my thing, but constantly lifting your arms over your head can be a bit much. So I'm going to take it easy on my body, take a little break. I think now that dresses are done, the next thing will be tops. Logically, that makes sense. And then probably any of like jackets, cardigans, that kind of thing. It's going to take a while to get through it all, but we're going to get there. Caught my supervisor napping on the job. I said, Mum, enough of trying clothes on. Okay, I'm back. Had a break, gave my shoulders, my arms a rest. Did change the color of my headband. Like I said, I bought a 4-pack and I'm just kind of like testing them all out, working out which ones I like the best, kind of like all the clothes in my wardrobe. But I think it's time to move on to t-shirts. I have been wearing a lot of t-shirts post-surgery. So I have some, like the Spice Girls one I had on at the start of this video, that I already know work for me. I have also gotten rid of a couple that I went to put on in the last couple of weeks and just kind of went, that doesn't sit right. Again, I'm finding with t-shirts, it's coming down to pattern, it's coming down to where any like slogans or things on the front sit and fall on the shirt. And then obviously the material plays a part in kind of how it fits as well. So just going to try and go rapid fire through t-shirts because I have a lot of them in my wardrobe.
I feel harmony whenever you talk to me. What you see, I see. Start to look real promising. That's right. Can't change the fact that I and you are synchronized. Let me take the lead. Just a little bit of you'll see. Yeah, one day I'm gonna be loved by you. One day gonna be hugged by you.
I think what I'm getting from the shirts is a really similar thing that I noticed with the dresses, and that is that like a busy pattern can really, really distract from what's going on with the chest. It's not that it's trying to like hide the fact that I'm flat, because I'm very happy with my choice to go flat, but it's making it less of a focus so that it doesn't kind of like draw your eye to that area, particularly with some of the things that kind of cling and then give it that kind of concave shape. So this shirt I think is great because the pattern is really, really distracting. So when you first look at it, you don't really notice anything to do with the shape of the body underneath the shirt. So this is the kind of thing that I think will work really well for me. Alrighty, next up we have a teacher tee. I have quite a few of these. I just think they're such an easy thing to throw on when you're a classroom teacher. You can dress them up with like cuter bottoms, like a nice skirt or a really nice pair of like work pants. You can dress them down for more casual days, wear them to like sporting days with trackies. I think they're very, very versatile and they're just a little bit of fun depending on what's on them. And I think this tee still works. I think the dark color helps, and then I think if you're going to have a tee with something on the front like this, some kind of slogan or message, or I know these have a name, but I cannot think of it. I think the placement of it is really important. So if it sits too low, it looks kind of funny, and this placement is really good. It's really like central to my chest. One thing about being flat is that where in the past this might have been like this might have had like folds and bumps in it, it's now completely flat and it's very easy to read and it's very clear, but I quite like this. So I think my teaching tees are still going to work for me. Okay, and that brings us to the end of shirts. I do have a few more, as I mentioned, but they're either in the laundry or drying because I've actually been wearing them and I know they fit and work for me. I'm going to take a break again because I'm actually starting to get a little bit of a sore upper back again from the reaching and taking the shirts on and off. So I'm not sure if I'll come back to this afternoon. I've still got shirts to do, less t-shirty and more like blouses, button-up tops, that kind of thing. So we will reconvene. For you, it'll be a second, but for me, it'll either be this afternoon or tomorrow morning. I'm back and I'm ready to roll. I need to get this wardrobe sorted out. It's just, my room is just getting messier and messier. There are bits and things just everywhere. I just need to try these things on, work out what I'm keeping, work out what I'm getting rid of, and then this whole space can have a proper tidy. So today, I have another one of my headbands on. This is like the little leopardy print, very cute, love it. I'm wearing my Muscle Nation Breast Cancer Awareness tee from October last year, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And then I have on my little Active Truth bike shorts. Years and years ago, I worked with Active Truth as an ambassador for their brand. I was really dog content focused, and I was wearing all of their activewear when I was doing all my dog walking, and they're just one of my favorite brands. I have bought so much of their stuff over the years, and I just found out last night that I'm going to be working with them again, and I'm getting some beautiful quality bamboo shirts. So I'm so excited to show you those and see how they fit. Very cool. All right, but I think where we are up to is t-shirts, no, like button-up shirts and fancy shirts and basically any shirt that I haven't already tried on. So let's just get straight into this because I think I've been chatting too much last time, and so I didn't get through as much as I would have liked. So we just need to like pump through some clothes. Cue the montage. So I'm kind of disappointed about this one. I actually bought this not long before my surgery, specifically as another option for accessing my port, and then it had the button up that I thought would be good after my mastectomy, and I'm not loving how it fits along my chest. So I think the collar works well, and I think the busy pattern works well, but I don't know if it's, I think, yeah, I think that's what it is. I think the V's too deep. So I don't know. Cute shirt. Yeah, look at the way it pulls when I move me. Like, there's nothing, it's missing. It's missing a chest in it. Oh, such a shame because I really, really like this. I did not buy it long ago at all. But that's why we're trying everything on. I really thought I was going to hate this one, and I kind of love it. I've had it forever. I think it was from Target, but it has, I don't know if you can see the detailing, but it has, they're like, I don't think they're real pockets, are they? Oh, they are. They have real pockets. It has real pockets in like the breast area. So like, so it's kind of a distraction from any kind of flatness. It gives it a different kind of dimension. It kind of makes it distract while also bringing more attention, but then distracting from it. So this is like one of my like work tops. I think this could still work. I think this is a keep. This is cute. I bought this right before I found out I had cancer and never actually got to wear it to work. And it's kind of ironic because I bought like the perfect suggested style that a lot of flatties like to wear. So it's with this kind of like ruching style around the neck and then like a little bit of volume in the shoulder. But this kind of like ruching pulled, I'm not very good with my fashion terms, but whatever this is, kind of this ruffling at the neck kind of just helps with the way that then the top falls down and doesn't cling to where your incisions would have been, which just makes it like quite a nice fitting top for like work. Also, I bought this just after I had got ChatGPT to do my color palette, and so I think it's a color that suits me quite well. I'm going to hold on to this one. Okay, this one, love, 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 love. I wore it out for my mum's birthday dinner a couple of nights ago, paired it with some jeans, my little leopard print boots, pop a picture in here, and it just sat so nicely. Popped a necklace on with it. Yeah, again, I think it really, really comes down to material. So this is kind of like a ribbed sort of material. It's a little bit thicker. It just sits really nicely, really flat. I think the high collar line works really well too. So this is a definite keep. I think we're still averaging about a 50-50 get rid of or keep rate. And we're just going to hit one more section of my wardrobe in this video, and that is like jackets, coats, cardigans, things that go over the top of my tops. I do want to go through and do like all my pants and things as well, but for the sake of this video and the theme of this video, which is really the flat fashion side of things, we're going to cut it there. Because as I'm realizing, and what you've probably realized, I have way, way more clothes than I ever even realized.
Things got so complicated, not like it was before. At the edge
I have actually picked the worst day ever to do this. It is so hot and humid, and I'm getting so sweaty putting on all these ridiculously warm clothes. This is a Bonds zip up hooded top, and I love it. And these Bonds pieces are just so soft. They're so comfy. They're such high quality. I actually got this as a gift when I started chemo from two of my amazing friends and some trackies. And I had never owned this beautiful buttery soft Bonds fabric, and I'm now obsessed. So this is very, very much a keep, but also a great gift idea if you have anyone in your life going through cancer treatment. I'm actually going to stop this video here because I am not going to push myself. I had immunotherapy yesterday, so I'm feeling a little bit fatigued. I'm now feeling stupidly hot in these jackets. And really what I have left to go through is mostly like sweaters. And I just have a heap of those like slogan sweaters, and yeah, they're all basically the same style. So either the graphic on the slogan tee, the slogan sweater will sit in the right spot, or it won't. I won't bore you with trying on every single one of those in this video. If you've made it this far, you are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any advice, tips about flat fashion, please share them with me. I am so new to this. I am trying to learn what flatters me, styles, fabrics, colors, like all of the things. If you have any tips or advice, jump in the comments. I am open to all of it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really, really helps me out and helps to push my content out to other people who might find it helpful. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.